What is up, YouTube? Woo! Mr. King coming at you live from the studio. Here we go today. Today we're going to be talking about potential energy. More specifically, gravitational potential energy. You could think of it as energy from being high up. Okay? So, the higher you are and the heavier you are, the more energy from gravity that you'll have. So, in your notes, on the left side, could you write the definition? And on the right, could you please draw a picture? Okay? Next, we're going to go over how to calculate gravitational potential energy. So here's what you do. You take the mass of something, which you could think of it as its weight. You take an object's mass, how much it weighs, times the acceleration of gravity, which is always the same on Earth, times how high up in the air it is. So you take how much it weighs, times the acceleration of gravity, times the height, or how high up it is. So, we're going to do a practice problem. If you drop a nickel on someone from the sky at a height of 400 meters, which weighs 0.1 kilograms, and the acceleration of gravity is 9.8, will it kill them? Hint, you need 480 joules to crack the skull. Okay? So please calculate the gravitational potential energy of the nickel and figure out, will it crack a skull if it falls on you? Okay? Pause the video now, try and calculate it using your calculator. Hopefully you saw the answer, if you multiply them all, is 392. And in the movie Nope, the man shouldn't have died if you drop a coin from the sky. Or if you drop a nickel, it shouldn't have been enough energy to crack his skull open. But he did die. So, what do you think happened? And the answer is, if you drop it, it won't kill him. But evidence that it was the aliens that did it, if you shoot it at him. So if you add extra force when you're throwing that nickel down, that could be enough to break his skull open. So the nickel wasn't dropped, it was actually shot, and that's what killed the guy in the movie Nope. That's an example. We're going to do another one. Putting too much energy or force on your skateboard will make it snap. If you grind down 200 stairs, 200 stairs will be about 80 meters. So if you grind down 200 stairs, and if you weigh 70 kilograms and gravity is 9.8, will the board snap? The board can hold around 1,000 joules before it breaks. Use gravitational potential energy equals mass times gravity times height. Please calculate using your calculator how much is the gravitational potential energy, and will the board snap if it can only hold 1,000. Pause the video now and do it. Hopefully you saw that the board will snap. Easy. Okay? And this stunt is done in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I don't own the copyright to this one, but this is Chris Evans going down 200 steps, and you're going to watch what happens. So he's picking up speed as he's going down, and bam, he dies. So, yes, it's enough energy to snap the board, and it's enough to kill someone because he was going up super high, and that's a lot of energy. You should have gotten around 54,000 if you multiply all three. Next one, if you skydive, you're dropping from 400 meters high, and you weigh 70, and gravity is 9.8. And let's say all your potential energy from gravity, all gravitational potential energy, all of it goes into kinetic energy. How much kinetic energy will you have at max speed? Hint, use gravitational potential energy equals mass times gravity times height. How much energy will you have if you're skydiving? If you calculated it right, you'll get a very big number. 400 times 70 times 9.8, 274,000. So in theory, all your energy from gravity could go into picking up speed. But in reality, that's not what happens. If you skydive and you calculate it, you got 274,400 joules of potential energy that gets converted to kinetic, But in reality, you only have like 50,000 because a lot of your energy went into friction. So friction is the last thing that we're going to talk about today. Friction is what slows down everything. Friction you can think of as a force that resists motion. So if you're trying to go down, friction's pushing you up. If you're trying to go left, friction's pushing you right. It's the force that always goes in the opposite direction. So that's what friction is. It's always trying to slow you down. That is friction. And the last thing is, please finish the sentence. Today I learned that blank. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching the video. Have a